Hi, I'm Marty Nimco. Becoming a Protege. I wrote this in preparation for a talk to science postdocs and PhD students, but its ideas have broader utility, so I thought I'd share them with you. Many people would like to be a protege, have a respected person take them under wing for professional and maybe personal benefit. Yet many people go through life without having been a protege. The following may help. Who to ask? It's tempting to ask advice from somebody nearby or an expert, and often that's fine. But if you're auditioning potential mentors, consider whether they are kind, available, likely to be a good listener and questioner, leading you to make good decisions, and if they could help your career. Mustering the courage. It can be scary to ask a question, thereby perhaps revealing that you aren't as smart as the person may have thought. It can be even scarier to try to encourage someone to make you a protege. I can say only that polite, not audacious requests have a good risk-reward ratio. Chances are greater that you'll derive net benefit. What to ask? Usually start small. A question that the person could answer quickly, for example, some small issue within your research. After all, in dating, it's usually wise to start with a small ask, like, want to grab coffee, rather than want to go to bed. If you're pleased with the first answer, and the would-be mentor seems open to more, ask another question, maybe one that's less circumscribed. For example, I'm on the fence on whether to focus on a career in academia or industry. Or, I'm not sure which elective to take that might align with my career goal. Or, I've drafted a one-page mini proposal. I wonder if you might take a look. Perhaps later on, you might foray into the personal. Most people, especially at prestigious universities, have reached a level that taxes their self-esteem. Asking a potentially unimpressive question requires bravery, but you might derive real benefits, psychological or practical. An example? I'm worried I'm not smart enough to be here. It's making me anxious. Any advice on how I might deal? Of course, we would prefer that a mentor invite us to join them in something professional. But if that doesn't come quickly enough, consider politely asking if you might, for example, work on their research, be their TA, or lead a discussion in a lab meeting. If the relationship's tea leaves are boding well, you might even ask about something in your personal life. After all, no matter how brainy, we're all human, with interests, relationships, and challenges in practicality. For example, a client asked me, I'm unsure whether I should stay in California or move back to China. Sometimes you don't want advice, you just want to talk something out. If you're ideationally fluent, you may be more likely than your mentor is to offer a good solution. After all, you know yourself, your situation, and what's realistic for you better than anyone. Or you might just want to vent. The kind mentor would listen well and perhaps ask a question, but refrain from offering advice until it seemed clear that he or she had something of value that you would be open to. Caveat. Some people's kindness is masked by toughness. There is a time for blunt advice or a kick in the ass. Try to restrain yourself from premature defensiveness or rejecting an idea. Consider your mentor's advice, even if dispensed more bluntly than you'd wish. Then accept, reject, or revise it on the merits. Fun. Make it pleasant, even fun. Tell an anecdote, maybe about your hobby, something you're looking forward to, or make a little ha-ha as it comes up in conversation. Those aren't just pleasant, they build the relationship. It's tempting when interacting with a poobah to be all business, but even Nobel Prize winners welcome pleasure. Reciprocity. Especially if your potential mentor is eminent, it may feel unseemly to offer to help the person, but they too are human, and in the rarefied world of a prestigious university, they too can feel insecure, want to feel more valued, and so on. You too be a good listener and maybe ask if you might be of help, whether in reviewing a paper, co-presenting at a conference, or even, as was the case with a client of mine, offering to help the professor move to a new apartment. Peer mentoring. Sometimes the best mentor is a peer. After all, he or she is closer to where you are in your career and life, and so can more easily relate. Eminent people may offer benefits, but it's been rather a while since they've been in your shoes. I myself have a half-dozen peer mentoring relationships. We speak by phone every few weeks for a half hour. In the first 15 minutes or so, they share a problem they're facing, and I listen, ask questions, and if appropriate, suggest something. Then we reverse roles. At the beginning of our half hour, there's usually a little time for an update, what's doing in our professional or personal life. In conclusion, I am grateful that my doctoral advisor, Michael Scriven, became my mentor and friend. We remained close until he died 40 years later. May you find as good a mentor. In any event, that's becoming a protege. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant is How to Do Life, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.